I mean, I gotta show you some chat. I gotta tell you, I'm in a really bad place mentally with politics. I gotta be honest with all you. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this. Like, there's nobody. And Bernie Sanders is old, man. If Bernie Sanders was 20 years younger, we'd have some hope maybe. But he's old, and there's just so much anti. The AOC, they spent so much effort poisoning AOC. She's significantly less popular than Bernie, even though she's great and she's perfect. And she's literally just Bernie Sanders, except a young, attractive woman. There's been so much effort discrediting her and attacking her. She's significantly less popular than Bernie. Maybe she can boost herself, but I don't know. I don't see the next in line after Bernie. And like, there's people I like, but none of them can compare. And as far as the union organizing, great. That's great stuff. But calling it baby steps would be talking it up too much to you, Chad. It would be a lie. This is more like ant steps. We've got some high profile, interesting victories, but like one company out of thousands of major corporations getting organized partially is we're all losing our shit. There should be Starbucks happening in every fucking store. There should be organizing happening at McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, KFC, Popeyes, Long John Silver's, Red Lobster, fucking every, Pete's Coffee. There should be organizations happening at every fucking one of those things. But there's not. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. Long Dong Silver. Like, I mean, it's just bad. And this is the Democratic Party, man. This is yesterday after my stream. Nancy Pelosi. I saw this clip and I couldn't finish it. I mean, don't you think that's a bit of that comparison is unfair? AOC, Ilhan, and so on, that they've a few years of being in this, and Bernie has, 40? The point is that the attacks on Bernie haven't hit as well as they have on them, on the squad members. I wish it weren't true, but it is. Does it mean they can't win? Of course it doesn't mean they can't win, but they're starting from a worse position than Bernie. By the way, chat, I predicted this yesterday! I went and showed you. I had that TikTok where I said, oh, if the Dems don't get rid of the filibuster right now, they never will. And everybody was, and then I showed you how Joe Biden called for a strong Republican Party, how Joe Biden said he didn't want the Democrats to win by too much. He needed a countervailing force. He got exactly what he wanted. And now it's an excuse to do nothing. It's almost like he wanted not to be able to do anything. It's almost like he got exactly what he wanted. Like he's on their team. Chatter's trying to act like being brown and a woman isn't a disadvantage. Of course it is. I heard you say on your stream a few months ago you have to be an optimist to be a leftist. I 100% agree with that sentiment wholeheartedly. No, of course. I have a saying. It's pessimism of the intellect, optimism of the will. But my intellect is goddamn pessimistic right now. This is our leader, this scarecrow. She should be on a beach somewhere. She should be in the villages. She should be up in fucking the Keys, drinking a pina colada. Why is she a leader?
I mean, the fossil fuel industry, they weigh in so significantly. I mean, how could it be that nobody on the Senate side cares, in the Senate cares about climate? Some of them do, and they...
No, they don't, Nancy. Your private opinion, what you say at the bar, doesn't matter when you're a politician. It's what you do. She knows this. Why do you think she goes after AOC and the squad for every little vote and threatens them and browbeats them? Because it's what you do, not what you say that matters. Say whatever the fuck you want. Shut up.
Talk about it when it comes to the votes. It just isn't there. They just aren't there. So rather than saying, well, we have to defeat them, no, let's just try to persuade them. I want the Republican Party to...
When the question was, how do we defeat the Republicans? Her response is, listen.
We have to defeat them. No, let's just try to persuade them.
No!
I want the Republican Party to take back the party. Take it back to where you were, where you cared about a woman's right to choose, and you cared about the environment.
When was this? When did the Republican Party care about the woman's right to choose? Was it when George H.W. Bush's father was doing Planned Parenthood in Connecticut? That was 70 years ago! Abortion has been a right-wing base position for 60 years. When you're this decrepit and this delusional, I don't know what to say.
Environment and all...
People are clapping! People are hooting! This is batshit crazy! This is madness! I legitimately cannot understand the brain of a liberal.
Just isn't there. They just aren't there. So rather than saying, well, we have to defeat them, no, let's just try to persuade them. I want the Republican Party to take back the party. Take it back to where you were, where you cared about a woman's right to choose, and you cared about the environment, and all. Here I am, Nancy Pelosi, saying this country needs a strong Republican Party, and we do. Not a cult, but a strong Republican Party. I mean, the fossil fuel...
Here's one in 2016. This is her favorite talking point. She repeats it over and over again. We need a strong Republican Party. 2012. They won't stop saying it. You got your wish. Stop talking. We need a strong Democratic Party. Not found! Not found! We need one more time. We need a strong Democratic Party. No one's saying that! The Democratic Party is in peril. A guide to rebuilding the Democratic Party. Let's go ahead and change that to we need a strong Republican Party. I want the Republican Party to be strong. Nancy Pelosi 12 hours ago. The country needs a big, strong Republican Party. 10 September 2021. Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi full interview. We need a strong Republican Party. Nancy Pelosi speaks with Chuck Todd 2016. We need a strong Republican Party. Washington Post op-ed 2012. Biden, we need a strong Republican Party 2011. There is page after page after page of this. Joe Biden, America needs the Republican Party 2019. I mean, what a pathetic loser party. How do you like these people? A liberal, explain to me how you like these people. How? Remember when Nancy Pelosi tore up the speech and did the sarcastic clap and people had an orgasm and it turned out she was asked, "Oh, were you clapping for real?" And she said, "Yeah, I was clapping for real. It wasn't sarcastic." Are you in a fantasy? Stop supporting these people. They don't deserve it. And guess what? A party can get replaced very quickly. It happened in France. It's happening in France right now. The Socialist Party went away. Now they've got a real left-wing party and a real centrist party. You don't need to have a fake party like this. It's enough. It's over. They're Whigs. They're like in America, we had the Whig Party. It went away because they wouldn't deal with the most important issue of the day, which was slavery. It went away. The Republican Party took their place. And guess what? The Republican Party did better electorally than the Whig Party ever did. It's time to say goodbye to the Democrats. We tried to take over the party. I wanted to take over the party. I even told people to vote for Hillary Clinton in 2016. I told people to bite the bullet and vote for Biden in 2020 in the general election. I said to go out and vote for your down ballot candidates. Obviously, I supported and was passionate about the progressives and the socialists. But the reality is we gave them everything and they gave us nothing. Not even incremental change. I didn't ask for I'm not screaming here because we didn't get Medicare for all and free college. I'm screaming because we didn't get a voting rights bill. We didn't get a labor rights bill. We're not going to protect Roe v. Wade that was law of the land for 50 years. We're not getting a bare minimum climate change bill. We're getting nothing. Jack shit. Fuck all. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not true. We got increased funding for Supreme Court Royal Guards. We got increased funding for the military. More faster than under Trump. We got more police funding. No police reform measures whatsoever, but more police funding. No climate change or barely any public transit funding. Tons of fossil fuel funding in the bipartisan infrastructure bill that was so right-wing Mitch McConnell voted for it. Here's one more. I want to see a strong Republican Party. It's a talking point of the Democratic Party. A talking point is they want you to vote Republican. I have never, ever heard a Republican say the same. Can you find me a place where a Republican, after they won an election, says we need a strong Democratic Party? Can you show me? I legitimately, I'm sorry that this is just Malding to the day of Mike Malding and not very many reacts. I apologize for that, but I don't know what to say. I dreaded starting the stream today because there's literally nothing good to say. This is what Barack Obama said after a shit show of a presidency being kneecapped by Mitch McConnell, even after the January 6th coup. I want an effective Republican Party. March 10th, 2016. Can you imagine being cucked by the Republicans for 8 years, 6 years, where he passed almost nothing? And then you come out and say, it's a talking point. They are getting marching orders from a donor or someone, because there's no way that they're all independently coming to this conclusion. This is coordinated. This is the most coordinated messaging I've ever seen from a Democrat. You know what I want, Chad? I want the Republican Party to be defeated. And if you say that, you get told by liberals, actually, you're helping the Republicans by wanting them to lose. The good idea is to help them win, to beat them. Incredible. I guess I just truly don't understand how the Democratic leadership is popular with the base. These people have run the party into the ground. Catastrophic losses on all fronts. Fair federal elections looking like an increasingly fictitious concept. How do you not get mad? Like, the people at the very top of the party are fantastically rich. I get why they don't care, the Jay Carneys and the Jen Psakys. But what about the thousands of people in the middle that make up Obama and Biden world? How are you not apoplectic about the state of your party? My guess is it's a broad shared sense among the operative class that the dance will just go on. The pendulum will swing back. Obama made everyone feel invincible. History is over. Progress is inevitable. But God, wake up. It absolutely isn't inevitable. Evil wins all the time. The chronic depression. Thank you for the 5 tier ones. More than 90% of neighborhoods in America's major cities are unaffordable to the majority of local black residents at the start of the pandemic, according to a new study at the worsening housing crisis. Yeah. And here's what I tweeted. The liberal losers have been trained to expect absolutely nothing. If you even ask for something in return for your support, they will cackle that you don't know how the system works. There is literally no failure big enough that will penetrate the liberal bubble. It took the Democrat-led U.S. Senate one day to write and pass a bill to increase funding for Supreme Court justices' personal security in response to protests of a few dozen people. It's amazing how fast they can move when they care. This is what you voted for, chat. This is what you voted for. Senators quickly passed bill to expand security for families of Supreme Court justices. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell slammed the protests outside some justices' homes, saying they may be flat out illegal. Oh boy, I can't wait for the Republican free speech stewardship, citing a federal law that criminalizes pickets with the intent of influencing a judge. Trying to scare federal judges into ruling a certain way is far outside the bounds of First Amendment speech or protest. It's an attempt to replace the rule of law with the rule of mobs. And the Democrats went along with that. Their own base, they spit on them. Democrats spit on their own base. As reproductive rights are stripped, Democrats spit on their own base. Can I TOS this once? No, you may not. Scolding protesters who are frightened over losing reproductive rights rather than the Democrats in the Senate who won't vote to codify Roe. Biden's leadership in a nutshell. A liberal replied to me. I really like that you're this meme personified. Who did the thing? Democrats did it or Republicans did it? Okay, Republicans did it. Let's go. Was it good or bad? It was bad. Why did the Democrats let this happen? Fuck the Democrats. The Democrats have control of the federal legislative branches and the executive. They have the ability to protect us against the Republicans. When Republicans do bad things, I want the Democrats with power to stop them. I know the Republicans are bad. That's why I don't vote for them. You fucking idiot. And by the way, unresponsive to what I said. Liberal, completely unresponsive to what I said. Goes off vibes. They're being the bulwark against fascism. Is it a bulwark? We want a strong Republican Party. Vote for Republicans. What a good bulwark you have there, you fucking dipshit. She said, don't defeat them. Persuade them. She literally just said that today. You have an obligation to like, comment, and subscribe.